Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We have the Unitap guys, man. These guys are building some amazing stuff. We're hearing rumors of wallets, marketplaces, and a lot more. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna hear it right from them. We've been trying to get them on the show for a long time, and I'm excited to finally do it, man. We're really bullish on the Tap Track ecosystem, mainly because the token launch is coming in July. The Tap token is very sought after. It's going to be listed on some major exchanges, we're hearing, and I think that's going to bring a lot of liquidity to the Tap Track ecosystem for sure. And these guys could be there to help out with tooling and stuff like that, which is much needed. Because I was saying, back in October or even last summer when we first minted some of the early Tap tokens, there was no ecosystem, there's no wallets, there was no infrastructure whatsoever. So now it's amazing that this launch is happening with the marketplace that Tap's building and these guys are building. It's going to be pretty cool. We're going to find out exactly what they're building because a lot of it's just coming from their Twitter account, right? So this is a great place and a great way to get a really good understanding about these guys. So without further ado, I'm bringing my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? What's going on?
What's going on, dude? So what can you tell me about Unitap so far? I know we don't really hear much besides what they have on their Twitter.
Yeah. So Unitap is a project that I think we learned about maybe I want to say maybe 3 months ago. It's so hard to gauge timelines right now because there's so much going on. But I remember we were excited when we first heard about them, and we visited their website, and right away, clean UI, right? Very clean website. And then when we heard what they were building, we got more bullish, right? And I think the biggest thing that we're bullish about is their wallet, right? Because if their website is this clean, and the UI looks this nice, then I imagine the wallet's going to be very, very clean as well. And so we heard about some other things, a marketplace, and it seems like they kind of have an ordering book style marketplace right now. But you go on their website and you read about Tap promises integrations and stuff like that. So it seems like they're really connected to the Tap developer team, right? So I'm excited to have them on the show today and really dig deep into what they're building and what they're all about.
Yeah, man, that's a perfect intro. Let's bring them in. Unitap, welcome to Ordinal Revolution.
Hello, thank you very much. Thanks for having us. Thank you for everybody watching. So who are we? We are keeping the team anonymous as of now, but what we can say about the team is that, well, I'm responsible for comms now. We are around 15 people spread among designers, developers, comms, marketing, etc. We've been, in the Bitcoin crypto ecosystem since very early. We're talking about 2011. And on Tap, we got used familiar with Tap back in August last year. So we've been following the ecosystem, trying to ask Benny for features and discussing features with the community. And then, recently we decided to finally put our hands on building something. So basically I don't know if you want me to talk now about the motivations behind, but basically we just saw that there was a need for we call it a adoption infrastructure for Tap, right? I think Tap now has come to stay as a major player in the ecosystem, in the Bitcoin, at least layer one ecosystem, right? They had this successful pre-sale of the tokens. They have a super live community. But then we basically noticed that, there are 4 major problems that we're trying to solve, and that we detected and hence decided to try to solve, which is first the lack of basic tooling to interact with the Tap protocol, right? Whereas for BRC20 and even runes, we have wallets, build to interact with these protocols. For example, the Unisat wallet, you have functions to like transfer and see and check your BRC20 and rooms tokens, right? This is something we don't have in Tap, for example. We still don't have like a very decent like explorer, although I know there are websites and platforms trying to build them. But I mean, even an explorer is still something that we don't have so far, something like very useful and clean with a nice UI, for example. Well, then like there are a lack of platforms providing inter-protocol interaction. So one of our goals is to establish these bridges, right, between TAP and BRC20, TAP and rooms. Another issue is well, platforms like helping people or supporting people to interact with the TAP native functions, right? So for example, the token transfer function, which is like an internal transfer of Tap, which allows you to do like airdrops and stuff. Like we have to, as of now, we have to do everything like hard coded, and so there's no like actual interface or platform allowing you to do that. Even trades between Tap to Tap tokens, which is something that the Tap protocol allows internally. We launched recently, like on Unitap, the first interface to do that, for example. And finally, there is no go-to place like 100% dedicated to Tap yet, right? So there are other websites allowing trade of Tap tokens for BTC, Ordinals wallet, namely, for example, but it's not like 100% for Tap, right? They have things, they have loans, they have BRC20, they have Ordinals and PFPs, but there is no place, no central hub for people to go when they want to interact with the TAP protocol, right? So these were our main, let's say, motivations and our background while deciding to build Unitap.
That's awesome. So it sounds like you guys are kind of like a pain pill. You guys are just solving all the pains of the ecosystem right now. But like, what would you define Unitap as? What like if I was trying to put you guys in a box, what box would I put you guys in?
Well, I think that the way we try to self to define us is the central hub for Tap DeFi.
Okay, so so like would you call yourself a DeFi platform?
Yes, I think more than anything else, it's a DeFi platform. I think the idea is to have these bridges allowing swaps between Tap tokens.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's centered around DeFi. Yes, I would say that.
So let me get this straight. So bridge, wallet, peer-to-peer marketplace. Is that what you're saying? Peer-to-peer, correct?
Yes. That's something very important. So it's 100% non-custodial and all on chain and 100% decentralized. Yeah.
Do you guys have dashboards as well where I can come and kind of see kind of like an ether scan for Tap as well?
So this is on the this is in the making. Also, we are also launching super soon a profile page where you can, in the same way you have on Unisat, for example, for BRC20, like to see all your history, right? Like the tokens you received, the tokens you transferred, and all that. Also, the possibility to check a specific wallet, for example, and see all the transactions in that wallet. This is in the making, and I mean, I think probably next week. This is something that we already have, like, and we will announce on Twitter and stuff.
Incredible.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm very impressed with what I'm hearing so far.
That's awesome. So one thing that stuck out to me whenever you gave us your background information and your experience there, thank you for doing that, was that the team is about 15 people, which to me that's a solid size team, right? Amazing. So my question for you is, you guys have been in the space since 2011, kind of going through the ups and downs of crypto. Have you worked on a project that was, possibly geared towards like the Ethereum infrastructure or another ecosystem that was infrastructure, or were they more after the infrastructure was already built?
I'm not sure if I give precise names for projects, but yes, we have in the team people who already worked in even like layer 1 blockchains, also on layer 2 on Ethereum. Yes, mainly dedicated to privacy and and human rights, also related like blockchain initiatives. Yes.
Good. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that experience is there. They've been there whenever like the ecosystems of these chains were being built out. So that's really good that they're bringing that expertise, I would say, to your team. Let's talk a little bit about the wallet, because as you probably already know, there's another Tap wallet as well. And I was talking to Shizzy as like, that's a bullish indicator to me when there's multiple wallets and multiple marketplaces that are being dedicated towards one ecosystem. So what made you want to go into the wallet game? Because it's obviously not an easy space to dominate, but if you could talk a little bit about your thoughts on going into that.
Yeah, sure, and I agree. It's not a very easy place to dominate, and also not something easy to build. But when we start thinking about like, okay, we need tooling, right? So I think like a wallet is a basic thing you need when you are trying to build like an ecosystem of tooling, right? So that's why we decided to go with the wallet first, and then the bridges. Although they're being built simultaneously, but the wallet, the plan is that it will be ready and able to be downloaded in the Chrome store by our mint date, which is Wednesday next week. But
wow,
answering your question is yes, I think it's a basic tool, right? If you want to start building tools for Tap, the basic thing you need a proper wallet, like we call it like a state-of-the-art wallet where people can interact with the protocol in the same way they do with major wallets like Xverse or Unisat. We are also launching along with the wallets a simple API documentation for the wallet as well. So there is like other websites working with Tap, they could also integrate the wallet, so users can use the Unitap wallet to connect and interact with these websites as well, if these websites, these third-party websites, they decide to adopt. So we are also contacting these websites and these platforms in order to push them to implement the Unitap wallet. Yeah.
Amazing. I have a question about the wallet. So the other team that's building a wallet, they kind of just forked Unisat, which I think is smart because it's already working. It's properly done. It's really well. Are you guys writing your wallet from scratch, or are you guys forking it from something as well? Or
yeah, so we are for. I mean, we are not like so let's say. Well, I don't want to name and shame anyone. But we are. Yeah. So it's based on a fork of Unisat, yes. But I mean, it's based. It's not like exactly the same thing. So there are other functions. There is like the interface is totally different. The workflow is different in some cases as well. So although let's say the core, I think I could say yes, it's a fork from Unisat. Also because yes, it's already built, it's already audited, so it's kind of a stable foundation, right, to build upon. Yeah. But it's not like a copy just with a tap option. It's like there are other features. The interface is different, and the workflows are somehow different as well.
Yeah,
amazing.
So it almost could possibly feel like a completely different wallet because of the aesthetics and some custom features that are added.
Yes, I think you won't feel as an obvious Unisat fork, definitely.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I mean, really, I think most people are just excited that the Tap ecosystem has infrastructure, and it's not just this is coming, it's here now. And so I think a lot of people, including us, that were on ground zero whenever we got into Tap, we started minting using the JSON functions and stuff. It's exciting days to come here in the short future. You're saying on July 3rd is that time frame that you guys are going to release the wallet, correct?
Yes. I mean, probably the first version, because we want to keep like constantly like building upon and implementing features, etc. But I mean, the basic wallet where you can connect, mint, transfer, check your Tap assets, transfer them. This will be available for the 3rd of July. Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So, are you guys going to be a Google Chrome extension, I'm guessing?
Yes. We are in the process of actually we have to do an application, right? And they take some time to respond and check, especially if it's a crypto related extension. So they take a little bit longer than usual, but we are in this process already. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I was about to say that because we were talking to some guys way back before, and they were like, yeah, it's ready. I'm just waiting for the Google extension thing, but you guys can check it out here. And they gave us the GitHub and stuff. But it was like, it's nothing like just being able to go to Google Chrome and download it. You just feel so much more, so much safer on that route. So that's really awesome that you guys are already in that process.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and they also do their own audit, right? So for us, it's interesting as well because it gives more legitimacy for the users and the public in general.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, so I have a question for you guys. Why did you pick Tap? You guys could have waited for runes. You could have decided to be a part of what they're trying to build on BRC20. Even could have went over to the Atomicals realm and said, hey, we want to build something here. But you guys ended up choosing Tap. Could you explain why you chose Tap ecosystem over the other meta protocols?
Yes, sure. I mean, our decision to actually build something on Tap like dates August last year, as I said, right? So at that point, I don't think even runes were a thing. So there was majorly like BRC20, right? That was like the dominant protocol in the ecosystem. And it was somehow, yes, a bet from our side. We thought that like in the very future, Tap would, outperform BRC20. So why? I think it's quite obvious actually, like for anyone like just analyzing a bit both protocols and comparing. Even like, comparing with runes now, right? But if you see like BRC20 just have like a transfer function, right? Which is basically you can transfer one token to another person, right? And then you can build like PSBTs and stuff to make marketplaces and stuff, but it's basically one function, right? Whereas Tap, not only it's one function, right? You have like a trade token to token. You have like authorities in order to control like a minting process and token transfer processes. You have the possibility of airdrops, like in a way that's like 90.9 more cheaper than BRC20s, right? You do like an endless airdrop like with unlimited amounts of distribution in two actually inscriptions, right? Well, one inscription, then tapping, which is sending the inscription to yourself. Also, apart from the already existent functions of Tap, which are only Tap has these functions. Even if you talk about runes is the same, right? We just have like a transfer function, let's say. Also, I mean, it's very clear for us that, I mean, Benny and the Tap protocol guys, which like are amazing, they are constantly building and adding new features, right? So it's kind of unlimited in the sense of possibilities, right? Especially also because I think they are very, Benny in specific, I think it's very keen to hear and to take feedback from the community. So, I mean, functions that the community asks and proposes, he's very adamant in like at least trying to implement them or discuss implementation of them, which makes Tap like a protocol that's not only more powerful but also more flexible for like future integrations and new features like in the future, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, sounds awesome. I kind of want to hear about the team a little bit. So we talk to some people and it's like 2 people. We talk to some teams and it's like 6. Some teams just one guy in his basement, right? You guys have 15. That's pretty massive. Could you just tell me like how many devs, how many marketing, how many like what are some of the responsibilities of some of the people as well?
Yeah, sure. So we have one person for marketing now, although we are outsourcing marketing as well. So this person is more like a manager in order to manage our outsourcing. As of devs, we have around we have 5 devs now. So we have a dev only for the extension, right? The unit, the wallet.
Yeah.
We have another front end only for the website. We have another like front end / back end that deals with the Tap reader, because we have our own, of course, instance of the Tap reader. So this person does, let's say, the bridge between the front and the back end when it comes to the Tap reader. And then
That's
we have
that's the Tap indexer, sorry, right?
Yes. I think that the proper name is Tap reader, but it's basically the Tap index. Yes.
Gotcha.
And then we have 2 more backend devs that are only working on majorly on both the wallet and the website backend, which are somehow almost the same backend. Like both the website and the wallet are connecting to our backend, the whole time, right? Then we have like 2 more designers. So one which takes care more of the wallet and the website, and another one who takes care more of Twitter and like social media contents, right? Like posters and all this stuff. Then we have some people in operations that taking care of all the legal procedures, the regulations, the terms of agreements, which we want to be like very, let's say, very neat on that part. So we don't want to be like a full degen and like crazy without any regulations, like let's say endeavor. Like, so we want to cope with like with regulations, having something like a proper terms of agreements and stuff. And then we have this people like managing our Discord, managing our like community managers, right? Managing Discord, Twitter, and this amounts for around like 15 people. Yes.
Yeah, you definitely have to have those managers because it could get crazy in the Discords and stuff.
Yes.
So my next question is kind of, and feel free to, I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but are you guys a VC backed by any chance, or how does that work with? I mean, a lot of people, I guess you're just kind of hoping for future gains. Like, how does that work?
Sorry, I'm not sure I understood your question. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, do you guys have any VC backing? Venture capitalists,
investors. So do you guys have
VC,
outside?
sorry.
Yeah,
The sound
outside
here
investors.
the sound here is a bit bad because I was hearing like DC and not VC.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yes, so that's a good question. We just finished a private round, so the supply for our OG passes is like 3,000 OG passes, and the OG passes allows you with like discounting fees. Also makes you eligible for the token drop. So 100% is for the community. That there is no allocation in OG passes, and hence also no allocation for team allocation for the tokens as well. So we have a supply of 3,000 of these, of which we already allocated 1,000, like 1/3 to in a private round of investors. All the details are on unitap.io/mint. So there we have the list of DAOs and VCs who contributed in the first round. One of them is the X Ventures, which is also a VC that invested in the early stages of TAP itself, the TAP protocol itself.
Nice.
So yes, so we got to secure like the sale of a third of our OG passes supply already. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Awesome. So, you mentioned the benefits of the OG pass. What was like, is there going to be anything like staking or anything with you guys? Are you guys building any staking mechanisms or anything for Unitap, or maybe that's down the line?
So this is not that we are building now, but what we want to build. Maybe not specific for our token, but we want to have a staking system. But we are waiting because TAP promises yet, because I think, I mean, our vision is that TAP promises will help a lot in like lending, bonding, and staking. So we are still waiting actually for the release of the function in order to start building, but it is in our roadmap. Yes.
Makes sense. Awesome.
Yeah. So one big emerging part of the TAP ecosystem is the DMT and UNAT space, right? And so I imagine that, you know, the main wallets will be participating in indexing these, or, you know, at least being able to display them. So is that something that you guys are doing? I mean, I could be wrong, because I think that there'll probably be some applications that opt out of that, but I imagine the wallets would have to kind of show that. So what's your take on that?
Yes, I mean, we think it's I mean, it's a great, let's say, market. I think the DMT and UNATs and a great environment of like a lot of innovation, something very new, which like is attracting a lot of attention of people. So we definitely want to implement that. It's not our priority as of now. And actually, we are hiring a DMT.
You guys hear that?
Developer.
They're hiring.
Yes, if you are a DMT or UNATs developer expert, please reach us out on Discord or on Twitter, because we are hiring. But yes, it's not our priority now, but that's definitely something that we want to integrate and build upon.
Yeah.
You're gonna have Iman Will knocking at your door saying, "Yeah, you need jobs." No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to those guys, though. Are you in any are you working with those guys? The Block Runner, the Iman and Will?
No. Actually not. We would be we would be glad to like work with them building stuff, but so far no. Actually,
Yeah.
because I mean, we are lacking a DMT UNAT expert now in the team, and we don't want to build things like in an experimental way. So we're actually searching someone who is familiar and an expert in order to help us like properly. And yeah,
100%.
Interesting.
I think that's smart. Focus on what you can focus on, and I think that you'll be able to get a lot of users that are just wanting to, track their tap tokens and be able to see them in their wallet directly, with a nice aesthetic wallet and stuff. So that other part will come, and we'll definitely spread the word that you guys are looking for the DMT and UNAT developers to help where we can. Okay, so we have this entire ecosystem, emerging now, and it's starting to take, trying to take that center seat, right? Runes obviously was, in the spotlight, still kind of is. But for the tap ecosystem kind of launching, coming up here, what are your, expectations as a team? Is it something that you feel like is going to, take front and center here the next couple of months? Do you see a meta protocol ecosystem on Bitcoin, or do you think like tap wins it all?
So that's a good question. I mean, it's difficult to envision the future, right? But what I can say is that I mean, we fully trust the team, not only I mean in terms of what they are developing, but also in terms of how they're leading and managing all the token sale and the distribution of tokens, right? But what I would say is that I think we should be a bit patient, because I mean, if you see most of the projects or the relevant projects on tap, they are not like meme coins or PFP collections, right? Which is something that it's kind of easier and quicker, right, to attract funds, liquidity, and even attention from the general public, right? Because it's some very, let's say, trend dependent, right? Whereas I think on tap, the projects are more serious. Like it's people who are really like taking advantage of blockchain to actually solve problems, right? So if you go to the tap group on Telegram of developers, for example, I mean, it's amazing. People are building like VPNs, like streaming services, right? Like very complex DeFi projects, for example, our project, right? So I think it's something more, let's say, mature in a way. It's a more mature community of builders, which inevitably will take longer maybe to achieve like its crux and climax. But it's definitely something that it's pretty much in our opinion, somehow unstoppable, that tap will become like a big, if not the major player, like in the next months, maybe even during this year, I would say.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is true though. I mean, if you look at all the big projects over there, you got Traverse Security Solution, Ghosty, Anonymous Swap with Layer 2 in the future to come. So it is true. I mean, I think the only meme token that I can think of that's like really meme is Gib, and I think that Benny token that launched in the very beginning. Yes. You're an OG if you know that Benny token.
Yes. But yeah, so I think it will take time. I don't think people should. I mean, nobody will become rich or now. I think, but I mean, I think it's something that it's very solid in terms of foundation. I think that we have like very solid projects that will take a little bit longer than a normal PFP or meme coin collection, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about next week. Kind of give us the details of everything that's happening for you guys next week. I'll let you kind of break it down.
Yeah, great. So next week we'll have our first public round. So as I mentioned before, we had a private round already. Next week is the first public round. Only whitelisted users will be able to participate in the sale. There are two whitelists. It's the GTD and the first come first serve. GTD, you have like at least one purchase assured. After 24 hours, it goes as first come first serve spot. Very important. It's only for 48 hours, only whitelisted. After that, the remaining supply will be distributed in a public round 2 and 3. Of course, the sale price will increase in round 2 and round 3. So I mean, people should get the advantage and the opportunity of public round 1 in order to purchase whatever they want. I'm still discussing with the team, but there is a possibility that those using the Unitap wallet will be whitelisted automatically. I'm still checking if we have the time to actually implement that, but that's our idea. If not, in our Discord we have like always a giveaway open where you can share our tweets or share our content or do stuff in order to get whitelisted. But yes, it's just for whitelisted this first public round that starts at 4 p.m. UTC next Wednesday, the 3rd of July.
Awesome. That's amazing. I'm excited for that for sure. I can't wait. Can't wait to play with the wallet. So. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. You got any more questions or?
Well, I have one last question. I was going to ask about the bridging. So I imagine, you guys have mentioned bridging on the site, and you've mentioned it during this interview here. And so I imagine that's going to be a big part of your the services that you offer to the ecosystem. How would that look? How would that work? Let's say I'm bringing track over to Tap ecosystem. I use Unitap's bridge. I'm going to send my track BRC20s to the bridge, and then does it get wrapped? Or could you explain that a little bit of how that would work?
Yes. So there are two elements on that, which is one is a proper bridge that we call it also like a mirroring, which you actually mirror your token to the other protocol, right? And we are still studying ways of doing it non-custodial. And then, which is the first thing that will be implemented, is actually the swap, inter-protocol swap. So let's say you have your TAP token and you want to swap it for dog rooms, for example. So this is the first thing that will be implemented. It will be for sure non-custodial. And then there are two ways that we are working on. The first one is working with like a PSBTs as well. So you would sign basically a transaction saying like, if I receive this amount of these rooms, I will send my TAP transfer token transfer inscription to the address who signs this this PSBT, right? So in the same way, basically, it works now on major like marketplaces where you when you are going to sell an inscription, you just sign it, and then the final signer has to send the BTC to that wallet, and then the transaction gets completed. So we do that with rooms. This is one option. Another option is to work with something that we actually asked the TAP protocol guys, in specific Benny, to implement for us, which would make our life like 100 times easier, which is allowing in the token authorities function of TAP, we asked Benny to implement a lock function. So which means like I don't know exactly how it would work, but basically it would be a field in the inscription say that, okay, I'm locking these tokens during X period of time, and allowing this authority to unlock these tokens. So it would make our life like easier, because then we would be able to do any kind of swap to any protocol, multi-chain swaps, for example, if this function is implemented. So we are still waiting for Benny. We are not sure if it will be implemented or not. We already asked him, but that's definitely, that's our let's say favorite way to go, preferred way to go, but it's not implemented yet. So we're still waiting to see if it will. Benny said that he's going to work on that. But that would be like a way to go, which would make like things easier instead of working with PSBTs, which is, it's more tricky and also less safe, let's say.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. All right, man. It's been absolutely amazing. We learned so much from you guys today. It's kind of give you kind of the stage here. You can talk to our audience, kind of say if you missed out on anything, you can have as much time as you need.
Yeah, sure. No, just thank you, everybody. Thank all the support you're receiving from people on Twitter, people on Discord, influencers, investors. it has been a pleasure so far to be working on that. We are very excited. We think that we are building something that's not only fun to build but also needed by the community. And just to thank everybody, and join our Discord, follow us on Twitter to get updates about the sale next week. And thank you very much to everybody.
Awesome.
Sounds great. Thank you so, man. We'll definitely have you on again. Definitely when everything launches, it'll be absolutely amazing for round 2.
Yeah, sure. That will be a pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Talk
See
to you
man.
soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Absolutely amazing. Great conversation with these guys. Definitely bullish on them now. I can't wait to actually, wallet, bridge,
One-stop
all
shop.
this stuff, dude. One-stop shop, dude. Like that's why I want to, like, I kind of forced him to put himself in a box there, and he came up with a great a great way of saying it. They're a DeFi platform, right? DeFi platform on Bitcoin. There's not many. There's not many at all. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And what they'll probably end up finding is that like their use case, their most used use case will emerge amongst all the offerings that they have, and they'll be known for that, right? But the fact that you can do multiple things there is really, really good. I'm most bullish on the wallet, and of course, once they get the bridging mechanism down, because he obviously knows what he's talking about, because he knows what the solution is. It just needs to be implemented into the infrastructure of the functionality of how the protocol works. So I'm excited about it. I'm getting more and more excited about the Tap ecosystem each day, and so I'm ready, man.
Yeah. And that's kind of a push to Benny a little bit. Come on, Benny, let's get that done, man. That'd be amazing. Create that lock system, so the bridging and stuff like that. So it's awesome. I'm excited for Tap, man. I'm excited for the upcoming weeks and months, and I'm excited for Unitap now. It was great talking to those guys, and I can't wait to do it again.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's our show. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, I think that's gonna wrap it up, because
Yep, that's the show, guys. Definitely hit the like button for us, hit the sub, hit the little bell icon, and whatever. Yeah, go check us out, ordinalrevolution.com. We appreciate you guys. It's been a long day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Ordinal Revolution. Let's go.